Hello, Ponchweine, and welcome back to the Eastern Front. So, last episode, we thought we retook Farmstead Makri. Apparently we didn't, but I don't think these units that are here have any strength behind them. And I think we're getting a bit of a clearer picture of, or a picture of the enemy here. Also, one unit appeared back here in the center of Olchovatka. This is a so-called, partisan unit that reappears behind your lines when you have how can you say it? The Soviet units sometimes do this basically if you either encircle them or they are routed or something like that, and they get overrun. They just appear behind your lines like this, and yeah, we have ample, men to deal with it, but it's just something that's a bit annoying to have to contend with. Anyway, looking here, we have a really strong unit from the Herbst infantry regiment at our disposal. It's actually the one that was involved in the last battle. Bölke and Michel, they ended up here. If you watched last episode, Bölke platoon was right here and Michel platoon was right here in the strong point. So it is what it is. And this battle does not look very much to be in our favor. But this map might always be misleading. You don't know how strong the enemy is actually in their battle groups. I don't know. I don't know if I would say I have a good or bad feeling here. I have a feeling, and we will see what happens. So let's get onto the battlefield and get our units out. So here we are, and I mean, it's looking all kinds of weird here. First impression, I just want to punch through here and establish some kind of, connection to our units here, and hopefully encircle units here. Maybe break through and expand here a little bit. I don't know. It's not looking that good. And this goddamn Morgun battle group is somewhere here, which I don't know what it is. Our units, as we can see, a lot like are blinking yellow. That's telling me that they don't have any ammunition or something else is wrong with them. So, I mean, yeah, it's not the best. We don't have a lot of high explosive here. We do have flares, which is good. We have the Nebelwerfer, 36 rounds. Not really looking to waste it in this battle, but if you have to, you have to, But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to set something up here. I really hope we don't lose the strong point due to this stuff, honestly. Yeah, I was not expecting all of this. This is a lot of enemies, or there's a lot of a big area for the enemy to deploy in, which tells me, a lot of enemies. So we will see though. Let me get to it and I'll catch right up with you guys. Okay guys, here we are. Welcome back. For you, it took less than a second to meet me again, but for me, it's been a while since I think I recorded like a couple days ago. Like it's Saturday now, it was Thursday when I recorded the beginning of the episode. I got caught up, trying to understand this shit, how I'm supposed to, make something out of this. And I was like, no, I ain't feeling this battle right now, but, you put it on hold, but you always have to get back to it someday. It's like, that nail in the wall that you never really hammer in, It's like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, well, today's the day. The first big thing here, I think, is this 5th company of the 707th Infantry Regiment, which is hold up here. And yeah, you might be wondering why. Well, my first thought was like that we could have some kind of like formation out here. They're dug in, in the field. But I got to thinking, and I saw bad times coming. They could attack us from literally every angle. Now I can only be attacked from like 3 angles. So it's a bit better. I have no hopes. If the Soviet infantry wave wants to, or whatever you want to call it, a large mass of Soviet infantry, or even 2 platoons is enough to just roll on through here, I think. But I don't know. On the operational map, we had a unit called Morgun here. Before it was called Bulgakov. I'm unsure what the hell that is. I don't know. I think the big danger is actually here. And I've told all of these units to hold fire, except the ones that are just flank defense towards the forest here. Hausmann platoon. And this guy as well. The rest are angled out here. Hopefully the enemy wants to go past us. Maybe taking this area, whatever, I would like for him to just move past here, and maybe we can get some pot shots at some tanks or something. We will see. We have one AT gun here with quite nice line of sight from the get-go, and the other two I'm keeping a bit hidden here in the forest, I would say. Let's see, where's the... There he is. This one has... I mean, it can work, but this one here, we've only 4 men in the crew over here. This one is free. Yeah, well, I mean, they can fire out of here, but they're still kind of hidden. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we can move over here to the big formation. Also, I wanted to show you like the deployment square, because sometimes, people write in the comments like, why did you even put the unit there? Why did you do this? You're quite limited by this, like, deployment square here. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's really small, and, you have to take a look at it, like, what are we gonna do here? And, this is what I figured out to be the best plan of action. I don't know, guys, how would you tackle this situation? You have a understrength company here that is low on strength, on ammo, and they're put into this really bad situation. I don't know, putting them here, I think it's just a death sentence, basically. Anyway, moving on. We have tanks, we have strong, how do you want to call it? Strong infantry platoons. Or, well, they're kind of out of ammo, they're a bit low strength, but I mean, they're the best we have. These guys, I think their objective will be to try and take the strong point fully today, and maybe even, if we get the chance together with tank support, retake this strong point. Obviously, we didn't take Farmstead Makri as I wanted to, so we gotta do something. AT guns have been positioned all over the place to, fire over valleys, across valleys, into the, all over the area. Also covering this road going here. We have, I think, we have some AT guns over here, these Russian captured ones that are, they can work towards this whole field. We will see, though, where the enemy tanks are. I don't know how many they have left, as I've said in previous episodes. Here on the left, far left flank, or western flank, rather, we have a battalion commander hold up way back here. Let's see, these guys as well. Osman and Voigt, nope, actually not. Let's see here, where are you? Here. Mats and Blumentritt platoons are held up here with, shot to shit MGs that are out of ammo. I mean, there's not a lot going for us. We have one AT gun here, a Pak 97. That can maybe work for us. He should maybe rather be all the way up here or something, I can't really see that over there, though, like what his line of sight is. I can always press this, which will tell me it's shit, but I don't trust that one. I don't know, over here or something, and I would not want him to fire at infantry from the get-go, at least. Yeah, we have this mortar with only 76 rounds. We have flares for it, though, so, I mean, that's good. I don't know. We will see. Let's get going, guys. And it takes a while to deploy. It tells me that there's gonna be a lot of units. And a lot of units on field. We have currently only 442 men under our command, and it's getting dark, so I'll just try and fix that in the editing. And yeah, big area, few men. The Soviets have, I don't know. I was the one who ordered this attack here, so I'm kinda to blame here. But yeah, we will see where they appear. And here we're gonna have our MGs that are, they don't want to work for us. That's fine. These MGs are completely out of ammo. They should just abandon them as well. Not looking good, fellas. I was gonna say, is that a green flare over there? But I think it's just a smokestack coming. Nope, that might have been a flare coming from out of here. Farmstead Makri is lit on fire over there. You can see smokestacks and stuff. I can see my units, I can see my tanks and stuff, and burnt out Soviet material. I don't know how it appears on your screen. But yeah, you can, this strong point has really been one of the most, bloody places throughout the whole campaign. And here they go as well, the Soviets, sending artillery. But we have no units there. We weren't even able to deploy there, so that is cool. This is a nice, cool MG position here, by the way, in amongst the two destroyed Soviet or not T-34s, what are they called? KV-1s. So quite good cover, actually. Yeah. Just outside the trench, artillery is going onto the marked area here. The AI has a tendency to do that, so pro tip if you're new to the game, don't put your units straight on there, you know. Try to avoid not like this zone or these points, you know, where it's a text and a point, you know. But yeah, they're getting closer and closer, but our guys are in good cover, you know, so hopefully. I mean, look at this shit, they're literally, let's pause for a second, I don't want to miss anything, but my guys are literally here, you know, taking cover among dead enemies, which is very gruesome, but a very cool detail for this game, you know, to, you know, that these bodies and enemy tanks are, you know, material that's been destroyed in previous battles, you know, that they stay on the field. We can, I bet that some of these T-34s out here in the field are, you know, T-34s that we took out on the first battle in this whole campaign, you know, so that is pretty sick. And here, you know, they're getting closer and closer. I think it flew around even this, looked like it flew around the truck carcass or whatever you want to call it. I mean, for example, this T-34 must have been thrown up by artillery fire. I can't imagine that it landed like that from an impact. I would have remembered that. Just goes to show you how strong artillery can be. I know I've read like detailed reports or reports from the Battle of the Bulge. Let's pause here before these guys make their entrance. Our MG scouts, or whatever you want to say, are here in position. They are basically a tripwire. Anyway, I read in the Battle of the Bulge, you know, during heavy intense fire in the forest, you could see like treetops, basically, or trees get blown in half by a impact from artillery, and then they just kept dancing above the explosions, so to say, or in the you can understand the shockwaves kept throwing them up and up whilst they were still in the air, which is pretty sick, pretty gruesome indeed. Anyway, here we see some bursts coming from the MG position. That is good. That should attract the attention from these dudes. And here we have an enemy tank even. And we have a shell in the air. Pretty cool. Let's see what you are. You're a T-34 with your hatches up. Let's hope we hit. Beautiful. That was a hit to the side, I think. Yeah, we tracked him as well. Look at that. Beautiful. I think that's all she wrote for him. I'm just checking around, keeping a lookout to see if anything appears, but I don't think these dudes will be rolling any further. Look at that, 3 road wheels immobilized, and this guy is still, you know, he's still trying to, how do you say it? This is where I don't know what you call it in English, but this wheel here is the one that's actually driving the whole track around, which is interesting, because in modern MBTs, generally the rear wheel is the one driving the tank. But here we can see that the front wheel is the one doing it. So the accelerator button or pedal is still, or was still being pressed at least. And yeah, here we can see fire coming from the furthest, you know, edges of the trench here. And a lot of fire we can hear as well from the Soviets here. Enemies are being spotted over here. We haven't encountered anyone trying to walk through the forest though, which is good. Enemy truck, yeah. And we could see a Soviet out here in the position, or on the hill here, so. And yeah, we can see this T-34 was lit up, bro. That is good to see. I will hold off on moving into the strong point way back there for a while, just to see what appears. And here we can see brutal fire, you know, low visibility, or low light conditions in this game really are cool, as you can see all the flares and tracers and everything going, you know, so that is sick. Okay, let's tell everyone here to Hold fire for now. Good. We don't want to reveal our position too soon here. We could throw a few flares their way here. Let's see here. Something right on top of this position could be good. Okay, let's spread them out. Flares, 3 per gun like that. Cool. Let's see, which way are these Soviets going? They're going here, you know, they're walking. They don't know we're here. They don't know we're here yet. Okay. Let's just hope this AT gun doesn't turn into a casualty here, you know. Because I want to save him from for tanks or something. But let's turn him on. Let's turn him on. Let him fire if he wants to. Yeah, now I can see the AT gun is aiming here as well. Okay, so they've taken our old position here, but it wasn't for free, you know. If we take a look here, you can see this T-34 Soviets dead in the ground. They did not take that hill for free, at least. These AT guns are now firing at individual infantrymen, and oh my goodness, look at this shit. 4 officers out for a walk, or 2 officers and 2 NCOs, and basically a whole infantry platoon here. Oh, we're gonna catch these dudes so badly. Let's just wait a little bit more. A little bit more. And we could as well actually, you know, just order these AT guns, you know, tell them not to fire at enemy infantry for now. These dudes I can just let be, but yeah. Hold fire on those guys and let's get some command points and then just freaking murk these dudes as they are walking across here. Yeah. Let's let them get up on the hill a little bit so they get further away from any potential concealment or cover and such. Red flare coming from here. Okay. And there's more. More and more are just appearing here. Look at this stuff, guys. A nighttime patrol, one could say. Oh my goodness. 3 lines. What column formation. And they're all carrying like DPSHs. This is an SMG platoon, I would say. Automatic rifles, machine gunner. Yeah, this is a Soviet SMG platoon on the night march, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, dangerous enemy if you get into close quarters, if they would try to storm a position here, for example, but no one's there. Nobody is there. Okay, these guys have just revealed themselves, I would say, by shooting up those flares. Maybe. Okay, I can't wait. Let's get it. Let's get them. And these dudes should definitely be the main priority here. Come on, we need some fire intensity going here, boys. Beautiful. Yeah, those AT guns are doing a good job of suppressing, you know. The enemy machine gunner is returning fire. He should be killed. Yeah, this AT gun is locking onto him. And a friendly machine gun too. Good, good, good. Looks like we put him out of action quite simply. And here we have an enemy gun emplacement out here. Oh. Oh my god. This is 76. Okay, guys. Focus fire on that thing. Oh, there's more. I can hear them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look, listen to this. Look at this. Oh my god. Yeah, and now let's focus on these two. I think we managed to, yeah, suppress this one at least. Ooh, look at this thing. Way out in the back. Can't even go that far. This fucking thing. Yeah, these are dangerous guns, guys. These are very dangerous guns. Way dangerous. Way... Oh, and an enemy tank as well. Beautiful impact over there, though. So, let's do this. I'm really trying to game this right now, but I think... No, that's them firing, actually. Okay, unit lost. Oh, nice. Our Pack 38 here that we desperately needed. Let's reverse you guys. Let's get these Pack 38s out of their freaking shelters or whatever you want to call them. And there's even more guns. Look at this stuff. And tanks, of course. Of course. Oh, damn. Yeah, this hillside position is now looking way worse than... And these guys are being suppressed. One of the men is carrying the gun. These guys, you need to get out of this shelter right now. Can't combat, says the MG. Pack 97. I don't know if he can work towards here even. Oh my god. Let's see here. Hold on. No. Where is the spotter actually? Oh, he's way... No, he's way up here. I thought we had something there. Thought we had something, you and me, bro. Doesn't seem that way. Okay, let's just fire 3 flares here. Maybe that will provide some illumination towards the field. Maybe, you know. And you guys should definitely not be targeting infantry at all. A lot up here as well. And now the enemy makes their appearance over here. Unit lost. Okay, yeah, MG34. Sorry, just had to take a look. AT riflemen all over the field, like usual. That's dangerous stuff. You need to get out of this place, man. You need to just get out of your hidey hole. Or whatever you wanna call it. And you need to move up. Slowly. What's here? Yeah, slowly to right here. That's where you need to be. Mr. AT gun. And there you go, there you go, there you go. You can just as well move up here. There you go. Let's see how we're doing against this. Yeah, I mean, we're suppressing them, killing some gunners and stuff, but I mean... Yeah, they're able to fire those 76s all day long, I think. And we're being spotted by them, I think, too. Yeah, look at this stuff. This puck was taken out right there. Oh. Unit lost should be the puck. Yep. This MG34. I don't know how this company is gonna survive here, honestly. Let's grab these dudes and just try to get out of here. Honestly, without formation, let's just get into the forest here. Get the hell out of here. Retreat. Yeah, from over there, yeah, sure. Impacts from artillery over here. Not a big deal, come on. This is the last remaining AT gun over here. Here. Just do your best, man. Do your best. I see the company is trying to move here into the forest. I mean, what can you do at that point, you know? I think the puck over here is getting targeting towards these trucks at least. I don't know. Not the biggest catch, you know, but it's something. I don't know if we can manage to scratch the paint on these T-34s here. There we go. Now we're targeting a tank here. Can we see it even? Yeah, I can see them. Those two dark spots out there in the field. Come on. Ooh. Dangerous business. Would be cool if we could get a tank or something. This gun is way, like, off. You know, it's weird placement there. Seems like we have evaded them just slightly here though, which is good. How many rounds can this fucking truck take? The driver should be cooked by now. Yeah, there. That's the answer. And there you go. Nice that it starts burning. That will light up the night a little bit too. Machine gun is firing towards the T-34, which is, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, let's take a look out here. What's going on? Disabled and low on ammo tanks are still able to work. You know, disabled ones can work as pillboxes. Let's see here. Did we catch a T-34 actually? Or are we just... Yeah, we stopped spotting one. Yeah, well. Well. Let's send a couple flares their way over here. But let's cancel after like we've fired a few. Let's not fire them all. I don't know why this machine gunner. Maybe I should... I think I told him to target the tank by mistake. This AT gun though. If they could just stop being suppressed and get on with it, you know. Come on. Take a breath, you know. Okay. Let's try to set up a line here. Where's this field, I guess. Company commander. Follow through here. Cool. Get something done at least. Really should get this fucking AT rifleman as he's firing towards our own friendly tanks over here. But not a lot of units are spotting him. This AT gun is. Doesn't seem like he can get shots off effectively though, which is good to see. Anyway. Unit lost. MG34 over here. Okay, cool. Let's get these guys out here as well, if we can. These dudes, definitely as well. Go. Let's try and get out of this place as well as possible. Leave the AT gun behind. You will have to do the hard work. Keep shelling this strong point here. Ulke, my beloved platoon, is just a shell of what it once was. Michael, on the other hand, good, maybe. No. No, maybe. Problem is, I don't want to move through this area as they're shelling it, you know? Oh my goodness. We're finding them. Finding a enemy infantry gun and engaging it back here. Pretty cool. Nice. I don't know how... Was that our puck? Yeah. Now he got silenced. After all. Now everyone here can just get out of there. Okay, even more enemy infantry over here. They even have set up foxholes back here. I think our company is actually caught in a really bad place here. Well, I'm guessing retreats, yeah, from here, of course, makes sense. I think we kind of have to count out this company at this point. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that they're gonna be able to perform here. Anyway, let's cancel that for now. Very atmospheric still. With the flares and stuff. You can even see destroyed tanks up here on the hill. Racers going all over the place. Cool, cool, cool. And here, I mean, the fighting is still kind of hard over here, you know, it's not easy just because we switched the side of the battlefield or whatever you want to call it, you know. Very eerie with all these blown out tanks and dead people and stuff. Anyway. Nice bursts. And they're moving in from the flank here as well. Okay. Why do we still spot this tank? Oh, there you go. I'm curious. That is a friendly 5 centimeter captured by the Soviets. Everyone wants to retreat. I'm not blaming them from here. I mean, look at this stuff. Enemy anti-tank gunners within our friendly lines. Interesting. See if we can get those mortar men over here. Probably not. Let's be real, guys. But I mean, yeah. This is the less than beautiful side of Mius front. Oh my god. This Pack 40 was destroyed. Oh, why? Everyone was killed. Okay, well, fuck it. Everyone target the infantry just as you want to. Let's get him back in blood for that, bro. I don't care. Was a really useful unit for us. And this platoon was just annihilated. Annihilated. Voigt platoon too. Voigt did so well back here, if you remember. But they were dealt an unfair hand by the operational map mode. One could say. Forced into a stupid location. And yeah. This is what we amounted to. A whole lot of dead friendlies. And the enemy has taken the position under their control. Unit lost. No, an MG34 out here. Oh well. Let's use Michael platoon here a little bit. And let's have them on a line. Without maneuver or anything. Just quickly. Stage back here. Behind the strong point to get into this trench. Because it seems like they're shelling way over here than over here. I wonder how the Soviets are doing. Because a lot of my units are kind of low on ammo. Like, in bad shape. I'm just wondering if theirs are suffering from the same problems or not. Yeah. Let's see. And here's company commander and some of his troops. They ran up on the mortars, but mortars were able to counter quite easily. 330 meters away. Yeah. And they're covering for their lives. It is cooked. Company is cooked. Oh well. I don't know what else I would have done with them, honestly. Maybe I should have just held fire, but I mean, either that or they run up on us, you know, when I'm focused somewhere else, and, you know. How could I know that they would have like 5.76mm and 2 T-34s out in this field? Nothing on the operational map really told us that. I think these were infantry units over here. That's what we were told. At least. And some Nebelwerfers out into the field. It's a bit overkill. Yeah, we can see. We have no control over anything here now. Everyone is just retreating. Disarray. Position is cooked, fam. It's over. Anyway, let's just disregard that then. And then our last flares out here, I guess. Something like this. Yeah. This is not what you want to see. But it was kind of expected as well, so, I mean. And here they were behind, just waiting. Almost like they planned it. I know they don't have the capacity to do that, but still. Now we're firing our last flares, indeed. Oh, cool. Here these guys are moving on nicely. Good tempo. Where are you? Well, you're part of Michael platoon. You got popped as you were moving. That. But it happens. It's not quickly and with maneuvers. Try and go over here, I guess. Something like this, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's artillery fire straight there, so we might just have to be a bit quick with it or whatever. I don't know. There's enemies straight up just right there as well, so I don't know. No, look, there's a salvo coming in. We'll tell them to move, but also tell them to stop before they get into the real, like, dangerous area of the enemy artillery salvo. Here we can see enemy Soviets, or the Soviets are just moving into our lines here. Our friendly units are retreating. It is what it is. Yeah. I do have a plan now. Hold these guys. We're gonna wanna get into this trench as quickly as possible. Can't combat unit what the hell? Why are we just getting, like, killed here? It's surely... No, that sounds heavy. Okay, maybe enemy artillery is doing something, because from 500 meters we shouldn't be getting beat out by individual, like, riflemen. Anyway, our units here are surrendering now in this forest, which, I mean, fair. Anyway, yeah. Anyone that's alive, I'm expecting to just be captured by the enemy at that point. First, complete annihilation, I would say. Of a company. Maybe, I don't remember. Anyway, let's get Michael platoon with the take defense. Just quickly try and get into this trench over here. Come on, boys. They'll probably take some casualties as they move across here, but it is what it is. This time around I will be very surprised if we manage to attain a positive, like, casualty ratio here. Tank is rolling out. Going this way. Yeah, he can keep going that way if he wants to. Although, at this rate, you know, who knows? Maybe our Pack 40s will all be taken out at this point. Look at this one. Oh wait, that was the one. Look at that. They have taken out 2 out of 4 here. Insane. The Russian guns are faring a bit better. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's get these ones into good and ready positions if the enemy tanks feel like showing up here. Something like that, I guess. Taking an interesting way. I don't know, I just told you guys to take cover over there, you know. I guess they can go ahead as they want to. Now we've taken the strong point. It was already in our control, but, you know. See. Well, let's hold your fire on infantry, because I don't want you to waste any heat rounds on infantry. At all. Let's see here, this is pretty cool. The only reason I would say that we can see this truck is due to the fire coming from this truck. And, ooh, that is gruesome. Oh. Oh well, let's not stay too focused on it. Here you can hear enemy tanks are moving. It's gonna take them quite a while to get over here at least. Which is good. I'm really curious how Michael is working this out, honestly, because if they do, that would be really cool. Tanks are all but out of ammo. The 60 is still able to work. So let's get him up here. Guns are slowly being repositioned. Hold on. This is really accurate fire on these Pack 40s. They're getting picked off one by one from artillery. Which sucks, because they're really useful. Look at this. Crazy. What a massive failure. Huh. Well, guess that's reasonable. So if the whole platoon would have just followed that order, that would have been really sick. Let's get this T-60 up here. Help these guys out. See, how are you doing? No MG, no high explosive, nothing like that. Now they're showing themselves here to the AT gun. Bad idea. Oh, but we're taking fire from the field, aren't we? Yes, we are. And the MG even. Why are you? Oh my god. Let's tell them to not focus. I think I really screwed the pooch there, setting some priority targets. Or one poor guy, a remnant of Houseman platoon, is just out here. It's not cool. Or, well, it's cool, but it's not cool for him. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of Soviets out here. Okay, we're definitely gonna need all the tanks we can get. Sadly, they're immobilized, but anyway. Come on. Now this T-34 is rolling up on our position out here. Gonna be hard to spot him at night like this. Ah, come on, you shouldn't be targeting the freaking truck, man. Whatever like this, but do not target the truck, please. See how Michael is doing. Still surprisingly, you know, in good condition. Now the artillery is coming. Goddamn. Michael, platoon mortar is retreating. Sad to see, but it happens. Now Bölke should set up defense towards here, I think. Okay. Would be hella sick if we could actually take this enemy tank out here. Come on, buddy. Don't waste your bullet. Conserve your fire instead. If you're not sure about hitting, don't fire. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Pack 4, pack 97. There you go. No, miss actually. Kicking up dust everywhere. This guy. There we go. To the side. I'm just trying to see if we track him or nothing. Or anything, but no. Now we're not even targeting. It is what it is. Try to set up defense over there. Try and get this done. Let's push the T-60 all the way out here. I don't care. As long as he doesn't get just fucking snagged off by a anti-tank rifleman. Which is just a possibility as well, you know. Okay. Yet again. Targeting coming out towards this T-34. There you go, buddy. Not doing yak shit to it though. Oh. I mean, we might just be killing people inside it. It stopped. Turret's not rotating. And they're disembarking. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. T-34 killed. Enemies are launching flares now. Illuminating our position. Which is, you know, it is what it is. Something crazy is going down here. Oh, he kicked him down. Nice work. Nice work, buddy. Oh, man. And this just, you know, look at this hill. It's just gray from all of our dead friendly units. Which is, you know, it is what it is. This squad could definitely try and get up here. Just trying to get everyone into cover. Painful looking at the top left right now with the casualties and stuff. Buddy. I know things are looking rough right now, Hans, but you know, you need to lock in, bro. Otherwise we're cooked. Just, you know, try and do that. And this pack 4 is that we're just picked apart, you know. Damn it. It is what it is, but still, you know. Kinda hurts. Hurts to see, you know. I mean, they just keep coming, the Soviets. I mean, I don't know. Oh, damn. Seems to be a never-ending supply of Soviet riflemen here. We'll have to try and reduce it though, as well as we can. The help platoon you just really got cut down here as well. I don't know, guys. I'm really hoping for a ceasefire out of this. Wasn't the most beautiful battle of the game. Captives taken. Beautiful. Keep it up. Okay. Let's have the T-60 keep up the good work at least. Retreat coming from Mikhail platoon. Yeah, well, they're cooked. They're done for. They kinda, you know, just all I wanted was for them to just run across here. Everyone in the platoon, everyone in the platoon, take up defense here, and then we could move out here. But I As you can see by the replacement, you know, they went their own ways, you know. And I mean, it is what it is. Let's see what these guys are out here. What are you guys doing out here? Get out of here. Get out of my field, man. I mean, this burning T-34 should tell you all you need to know. Now Bulk just took some good artillery fire here. Oh, damn, they're getting cut down by the arty. Look at that artillery. Just beautiful. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. We're damn near out of ammo for this T-60, so let's just get him back. Maybe we can get a ceasefire out of this. I don't know. Keep backing up, buddy. Keep backing up. Those gray dots out there are captured men, by the way. We can actually go take a look at them. They went to the enemy's rear to be sent to Siberia. Have fun, guys. I don't know. Well, let's reverse. Get the T-60 back. I mean, your choice is either, you know, imminent death here on the hill or Siberia. I would probably take my chances in Siberia at that point, honestly. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know, guys. Tell me, are you the type of man that would just, you know, let yourself die, or would you try and just, you know, survive in freaking prisoner of war camps? I think most people would try to surrender at that point. Regardless of how cool we think. Oh my god. But regardless of how, like, manly or macho you think of yourself when you, like, the choice is there to either surrender to an enemy or die. I think a lot of people would surrender. Need to get out of this trench line, but I fear any big movement across here would just give us big problems. I mean, you can see, I mean, they're suppressed and stuff, the guys here, but if the fire is like here, you're pretty fine in this trench. Enemy flares are being dropped, illuminating themselves as well. Which is, you know, way to go, guys. How many dudes can they bring out? Like, do they ever feel like enough is enough, you know? Apparently not. Yeah, well. I'm just figuring we need to get out of it, or we need to get, like, what do you call them? Bulky platoon out of this trench here. Or just keep getting bombarded by artillery. But to where? To this trench. Probably. See if we can do that. With maneuvers, with smokes. Try and set up defense over here. I don't know, maybe I'm being crazy. What? New enemy contacts? Thought I heard something. Anyway. Oh my god. No! Just as I want you guys to move, the artillery is arriving. Oh. Pain. Pain, pain, pain. Yeah, keep it going, guys. Some people are gonna be like, no, just stay in the trench, bro. Just stay in the fucking trench. And I'm like, yeah, but, you know, we have... You know, if I listen to everyone who always tells me to just stay put in every battle, we will never achieve anything. Or you can't achieve anything by just... That was a nice impact over there. That's crazy. Like, you know, this tactical battle later has to translate into the operational layer. And, you know, my goal for this operation at least is to retake Farmstead Makri, retake this strong point, retake the fields here, retake, you know, look at this. All of these are, you know, German-built strong points from the beginning of the campaign. I mean, we have a lot of ground to retake, guys. We can't just sit on our asses all day and, you know, hope for the best. We will never achieve the operational goals then by doing that. I think these guys are way too bunched up, honestly. This does not look good. Looks horrible. Red flare coming from the Soviets at least. So that is good. Yeah, way too bunched up. Especially when you've just been targeted by enemy artillery. Look at this guy with a fucking sniper rifle. Muscle flash can be seen from out there, and as we can see here, artillery. These guys were lucky that it wasn't impacting, you know, straight here. These are the remnants. 3 men left out of like 100. Well, AI maneuver control, do what you want. Try to get home. Soviets are sneaking here in the bushes. Firing coming from the hill here, but damn, we knocked them out here. Look at this, how many we have killed up here. That is good. That is good. Cool, cool. Something, at least. Taking a awfully curious route to get into the other trench. I would just want them to... Listen. Move along the trench like this. Okay, there's the next trench. And you run like hell until you get in here. But, that's what I would have wanted to done. Wanted them to have done. But, it's not what we got here. And we only have 1 minute left here, so... Ah, okay, interesting. that's the like charm I think with Mius front is that not every episode, not every battle is as fun, you know, and some of them are gonna be like this. You know, you don't even know how the hell am I gonna solve this, like what the hell is going on. You really feel like you're getting caught on the back foot, so to say. And some of them, you know, you're doing kind of good in. So I think that is one of the nice things, because this one I really feel like, you know, there's a lot of ground, there's few men, and I don't know, I'm not too happy with our performance here. I don't want to withdraw either though, because these are very hard fought for positions. Like we can't surrender now, you know. I've been saying, you know, quite a lot today. I'm gonna try to keep that down until the next time. Feels like I'm just repeating myself. But anyway. I mean, come on, guys. Finally, we're getting into the trench here, at least it looks like. Anyway. We will see how this goes the next time. If we take a look at our casualties and how many men we had when we started out, you know, things aren't looking too hot for us here. Things are looking quite bad. And yeah, I don't know how we will solve this in the grand scheme of things either, but and I don't know how strong the Soviets are. Every time I feel like, oh, this should be, you know, reduced at this point. I mean, just zooming in on some random spot, I could find some dead guys there. I don't know. It feels like every battle, you know, they just keep losing. I mean, quite often, you know, 3 times the men that we are losing, losing tanks all over again. You know, they just keep losing tanks and men and tanks and men and so on. But we never really have them against the ropes, you know. Or it's like in one battle, I don't remember which one, but the one where we really annihilated them here in Farmstead Makri. You know, that one it felt like, okay, we've actually got them. But then when you look at the operational map, it really didn't translate, which was quite sad. But you know, it is what it is. But still, they keep losing men. So do we, obviously. But you know, they keep losing men worse than us. They keep losing material, you know, way worse than us. But it still feels like, you know, they still have some. Like they still have some strength in them, which is worrying, to say the least. Anyway, guys, I'll get back to you guys next episode, and we'll see how this turns out, because things are not looking bright right now. Anyway, take care until next time. Bye.